Once upon a time, there was a thriving city on the edge of a vast ocean, built entirely with LEGO bricks. Minifigs came from every part of the universe, seeking fame, fortune, and the opportunity to build something for themselves. And build they did. They called it MonoTown, named after the soaring monorails that crisscross the city skies. Slowly, it began. Rising temperatures led to unusually hot summers and warmer winters, reports of floods and crop failures, retreating polar ice caps. The planet was changing, and maybe dying. Experts and computer models agreed sea levels would rise and the world would never be the same again. The city, it seemed, was doomed. There is always a choice. They could abandon their city, or they could fight back, and fight back they did. MonoTown would stand against all of the rage and destruction that Mother Nature could muster. They would build the largest seawall the world had ever seen to protect them from the rising tides. It would take years, thousands of minifigs, and an incalculable amount of money, but they would save their city and their way of life. Join us to continue the journey of MonoTown, the last coastal LEGO city. City builds, sorting LEGO bricks, official LEGO set builds, and my own creations. All of it streamed live right here on Twitch. Welcome to MonoTownTV. What we're trying to do is build a shared story of heroes, villains, triumphs, and failures. We are building to support children in Lebanon. Welcome, viewers near and far. Thursday night here in Scotland, MonoTownTV HQ. And this is not just a normal night. Oh, guys, don't really know what happened there. We've got a bunch of alarms going off.
Within any electrical circuit, there is resistance.
So far, the MonoTown mainframe has been the main target of these attacks. It's the last coastal LEGO city fighting for survival. With me right now is Maz, hailing all the way from Scotland, and I'm told it's your birthday today. How old are you? It's a story that's constantly evolving, and we never really know where it's headed next. That thing is heavy.
The recent statement released by the so-called Factor faction is as disturbing as it is nonsensical.
The MonoTown Exchange, one of the largest stock markets in the world, is now opened to foreign direct investment. But we are prepared. Look, we're representing. You will not want to miss Sunday's stream.
Ah, wow, that is weird. Folks, we just had something very strange happen, which is all of our settings got flipped on OBS. Appreciate the heads up, chat. I was saying very amazing things. I'm going to try to recreate it, okay? Good evening, everyone. Ladies, gents, non-binary friends. Welcome into MonoTown. It's Tuesday night here in Edinburgh, our nation's capital. We've had an intense day at work. We've already got a lively chat, so that's perking us up. The day was supposed to start with a early morning trip to the gym, and I woke up this morning and I was like, the last thing that I want to do right now is go to the gym. There might have been some adult exclamations peppered in on that thought. Not going to confirm or deny that. And then I was about ready to force myself to roll out of bed, and the trainer texts and says her dog is sick, she needs to take him to the vet, which I think is just code for she wanted to sleep in. So there we have it. We slept in a little bit, and the day started off just that much better. Lawrence Factor, sorry about that, hacked OBS real quick. Yeah, I'll bet you did. Very strange. Like I've said before, I'm always amazed when OBS works, and it's pretty reliable, but I'm never surprised when there's little weird things that happen. But today we're doing something a little bit unusual, which is we're streaming on YouTube at the same time. Trying that out a little bit. We've got some building we got to do in advance of Sunday. Got a lot of stuff coming up on Sunday. We had to cancel last Sunday's stream. Still feel bad about that, but things got a bit carried away in the old beer garden. So we thought it would be best for our reputation and all of our sanity to not stream after having consumed a large number of adult beverages. So what are we working on today? Well, I think I was talking about how we had a friend come over to help us out, and this particular friend is 11 years old, a son of one of my good friends, very into Lego, very good builder, and we were talking about what we wanted to do for the MonoTown Chronicles, which is our ongoing narrative in the city of MonoTown. And the feedback was, look, you know, I had an idea, and it involved a crash of a boat, not being able to see where it could go because the Factor faction had hacked the communications infrastructure and power infrastructure, and so the boat would crash off the sky dock. And I thought it would be very dramatic, a very epic scene that we could work on together. And, you know, our 11-year-old pal said, yeah, that sounds pretty cool, but I was thinking that we could build an interdimensional portal that would then transport villains and potentially heroes in from various points in space-time. And I said, okay, we're gonna go with your idea. And then he said, well, we can still have a crash if that'll make you feel better. And that did make me feel better. So we're gonna do both now, not just a crash. And that means that he was working on the interdimensional portal. I would say he got it most of the way there, but there's some tweaks that we need to do, and I'm going to be working on finishing out his masterpiece, which he started last Saturday. This kid's a genius. Hire him. He is hired, Lorenz Factor. We pay him in Lego poly bags, free Lego sets. He comes over and helps us sort from time to time, and also contributes to the story. It's been a rough year for him because we have not been able to collaborate due to coronavirus restrictions. So if you guys just hang on a second, I'm going to go and grab the pieces of this portal. You're going to see the scale of it, which is amazing, and then we're going to get to work. So don't go anywhere, chat. We're excited to have you. We're glad our audio issues were fixed, and it is time to build. All right. Okay. Bit of a messy desk night, but, you know, we're not going to let it ruin our evening. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hide that Firefox scene there. So we're monitoring our stream status. Amazing. So what do I have here? I've got base of the portal, and then this thing goes up, and you can see it's huge. Evening, Sato. Welcome on in. Good to see you. So the portal goes like this, and then it crosses over, which you guys can't totally see, but I'll lay it down here like this. So this thing is huge. And what I'm going to do is, our guest was building fairly quickly because we had a strict timeline, and I am going to just double check all the fitting here. And make sure we're completely level, and then we're going to start just building this thing up. And then the plan is we'll put a green screen behind the portal. We've already got some cool interdimensional effects that we're going to use, and we'll loop that video, and then it's going to be amazing. Now, he added some color elements here too, which I think are quite cool. So we're gonna keep those. But then what I'm gonna do is I don't know if you can see this here, but we've got the portal starting to curve up, and just for stability, I'm gonna make the slope straight on the bottom, so it'll be kind of like a, I don't know, an inverted. It'll be round at the top and then straight down on the sides. So that's the plan. And then we'll need some ideas for, you know, additional flourish. But I'm also thinking this base plate, we might replace that, but I'm really liking this red kind of pattern that he put down here. And I think it's gonna work really well. Got quite a big bag of 2x6s that I'll have down here by my side. How's everybody's day going? Seta, what have you been up to? More No Man's Sky? Tell us. Lorenz Factor, what are you up to? Are you working today? Are you working right now? Should you be working? You can tell that we're experimenting a little bit with camera angles as well. Normally, this bit over here would be blocked out. Working on one monitor and watching you on the other. Just how we like it. Awesome. Welcome, all of our worker bees. Let's think about this. I might actually too bring in this a little bit so that it's just not hanging off the edge, because that just annoys me and causes some problems with balance. So we're gonna keep Connor's texture here. Agent Connor. I'm wondering which of us has Excel open right now. Which of us is doing a little heavy emailing? Bear Jokes DJ's music is epic tonight. Thanks. This is royalty-free stuff from an Australian dude called White Bat Audio. He is also called Carl Casey, that's his real name, I think. Anyway, he released this bunch of free albums that are synthwave mostly, but also some electronic stuff. And I think it's been great. A little variety. Threw him some bucks on one of his websites. Let's see here. That's as far as we can go. Alright, well, get an idea of the scale here for interdimensional portal. Alexandria, welcome on in. Good to see everybody tonight. No Excel for me today. Ah, that's good. Do you have any Power Outlook users? Some counting here. Bear Jokes, what's been going on your end? Day's been going well. Yup, a bit of this today. Haven't played or done anything all weekend. Huh. For a bat survey, does that mean, bats, or does that mean something else? Rojas Bricks, interdimensional portal indeed. We are finishing the handiwork of one of our 11-year-old partners in crime here that was over the weekend. He started this, and so we're going to work on finishing it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 high. But actually that ramp needs to start a little farther out. Literally bats. And that's how we get coronavirus, Bear Jokes. Man, what it must be like to travel for business. I can't even remember what that's like. So what we're doing is I'm going to add a little bit of color here. I feel like this is one of those Top Chef episodes where somebody starts a dish and then all the other chef-testants have to finish the dish. And we talked about this. Connor gave me the all clear. But you just don't want to, ruin the vision. So he definitely had a little bit of not super symmetrical, which I think is cool. Not everything in life should be symmetrical. Traveled this past weekend for my daughter's graduation. Strange to get on a plane after 14 months. Yeah, no kidding. It's the longest I haven't been on a plane since I was 20 probably. I heard you say Rojas Bricks, but I heard ROHS Bricks. Clearly I'm in work mode. What is ROHS, Lorenz Factor? I haven't mentioned my work in a while. It's a small project I'm running for a pub demolition, seeing if there's any bats living in the roof. Interestingly, there's additional COVID-19 restrictions to our work, since the bats could catch it off the surveys if we're handling them. So you actually would potentially handle bricks, or sorry, bats. That seems nuts. And kind of cool. It's a compliance standard for consumer goods. Huh. Rojas. The Riders of Rojas. Something's weird on this symmetry. Why can I not pronounce anything tonight? So did you have to get trained to handle bats? How did this never come out before? We did a whole Halloween concert together, and I never knew you were a bat handler. So I'm thinking I'm going to decrease the height of this slightly to maybe about there. Just, it'll give it a little more. I think it'll just give it a little more give it a little more curvature. So almost maybe like that. Let's look a little better. Trying to eyeball this a little bit. There. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's weird. We got one. Whatever. How often do you eye roll people when they say, "So you're the real Batman"? Oh boy. Oh boy. I think this is why people say that Americans don't have good chat points factor. Hashtag just saying. Okay, let's try this. So I'm liking some of this texture stuff that he did right there. Don't want to mess that up. Add in maybe a little bit on here. Get a little bit visual interest going. Might even put some of these things, and then we can add even some little red detail pieces off the side like that, potentially. Or might do it the other way around, actually. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Shorten this up a bit. I found it funny, but I'm an American. Oof. Trying to find photos of bats. Yeah, there's just something about, like, I don't know, American stand-up comedy that, I don't know, it just doesn't hold up as well compared to British stand-up, I think. It's a lot, American comedy is a lot more like slapstick and a lot more like toilet humor, I think. Not sure if that's the best way to describe it, but it feels that way a little bit. Somebody could back me up or just entirely disagree. I'm not sure if that is perfectly good stuff. Don't watch enough British stand-ups to make a counter, so I gotta take your word for it. It's always risky. Okay, race fans, I think that this might be close. Lone Gopher! Yes, welcome on in. So good to see you. Fantastic Hawaiian LEGO streamer. We found out we both used to live in China. How cool is that? I'll give you a hint, it's very, very cool. Alright, interdimensional portal is looking much better already. All right, what do we think we should do here on these colors? So Connor had some colors like that he was layering in. I think we should respect that original intent here. Put a little more texture. Yeah, it's okay, Lungover. I missed the last stream because I was drinking beer in a beer garden. So, apologies, everyone. But we're doing Tuesday nights and Thursday nights now at this time slot. So that's, and we moved the Sunday night one an hour later. So, kind of a development, I guess. Bricks with Chad. Yes, thank you for the subscription. Thanks so much. Have we done a Hall of Heroes brick for you, Bricks with Chad? Let me know. We'll write your name up on a 1x8. I can't remember if we've done that already. In fact, let me look. Here is the current list. I'm not seeing Bricks with Chad. So Bricks with Chad, let us know what color you would like for your name to be immortalized on the Hall of Heroes. Last 2 weeks have been busier than last year for me because most everyone around here is getting back to Hawaii. Green, please. All right, coming right up. 1x8. That is a beautiful 1x8 brick. All right, I need everyone to help me focus because there's a lot of letters in Bricks with Chad. I'm just gonna build a little folder here. Lorenz Factor, thanks so much for the subscription, man. You wanted dark green, right? Bricks with Chad? here we go. Gotta focus. We'll do see if we can catch the action. Not quite. What do we think? I think I can do better. We're going to do the other side. Need the minifig emote in my life. I'm really glad to hear that. Lorentz factor. All right, here we go. Just going to do slightly less to the side. There we go, much better. Awesome. This is going in the Hall of Heroes, friends. Thanks so much for the subscription. Lorentz Factor, we already got you, so you're already there. What are you going to use brick-wise for the portal? So I am basically what I'm doing right now. Look at that sweet, sweet wall. What we're doing right now is I'm completing a 11-year-old's project that is going to be part of the MonoTown story, which we're now calling the MonoTown Chronicles. So I'm just getting some color pieces because we're going to use a green screen on the background here. And then it'll be interdimensional goodness right there. So I'm really loving the texture bits that he did here. He's also got some of these large figs or mega figs, whatever they're called. And I think one of them was warping out of this like bit here. Thanks for the cheer there, Ritsu Chad. So I might work on this a little bit. This guy's arm twists around. That's weird. Some of these Monkey Kid figures. But he's taken a bunch of these like 2x3 plates. Had to give you to level 2. Thanks so much. What's everyone's favorite LEGO brand? Since I was a kid, mine has always been Octan. Space Castle for Lone Gopher. I gotta think about that one. I probably really liked the airport monorail brand, or even just the train brands. Even those are real brands. So I'm thinking if we made this a little just more volumetric, this can kind of be a bit more disjointed. I'm still waiting on bat pics. Be like a splash of fire, plasma or something. Guys warping in, plasma everywhere. This is gonna be sweet. So, did you guys see today that in stock market news that the shorts have lost almost $1 billion in the last like 5 days on GameStop? Lorenz Factor, your portfolio is Huh. That doesn't sound good, Lorenz Factor. I'm gonna have to check the old logs. Maybe things just got too out of control for everyone. You know, you ever thought about that? Maybe just reining it in a bit. Found the picks, the bad picks. Excellent. Yeah, use the brightness separator a bit more. Yeah, I'm actually surprised by that. That's not that's not our intentional. It's not intentional. It's just total incompetence. I'm wondering too if we should like have some stuff coming out of the edges, like right there. I don't know. What do we think? All right, cool. Bear jokes. We'll check them out. I mean, don't they bite and stuff? I don't know. I'm really ignorant about bats, I feel like. So we've been working on some additional video segments as well, and then this weekend, Sunday, we're gonna have the news. As usual, we're gonna have a radio call-in show where various monotowners will be calling in to voice their thoughts on the Lorenz Factor attack. And thanks to everyone who contributed their voice acting skills in some very remarkable and unforgettable characters. Spared no expense. Get a nice pink strip across here. Should be wearing gloves if you're handling bats and have a rabies jab. Gosh. I've actually had a rabies vaccine. I think I've had 2 of them. I'm thinking too, we might want a little bit of color / texture up here on the top of the portal. So we got to think of why this portal appeared. So my thought was that, and you know, this might be some spoiler action, but we've decided that Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll talk about the story openly, and we'll work on it together. But my thinking is that, so Lorenz Factor, the Factor faction, the plot twist is that they're actually good. They're trying to blow the whistle on the fact that the MonoTown mainframe is dramatically undersecured. The security systems have not been adequate, and they've tried, it's a group of scientists and technicians that have tried to warn the powers that be, but corrupt middle management is preventing them from getting the truth out. So there's some sort of like little, it's like a little hacker ghost story that system architects will tell their kids, be careful, don't put all of your eggs in an unsecured computer basket. And so my thought is that just putting a little bit of this color underneath here also gives us some stability. So my thought is that basically the city is being attacked. We don't know why or from whom. And as the lights go out, because the mainframe is under attack yet again, this portal appears because the city's energy has been redirected. And is now allowing interdimensional villains to enter the city. What are our thoughts? But there's a catch, right? So yes, interdimensional villains are entering the city, but that also permits interdimensional heroes to enter the city. So that's how we can get heroes from other times and places to show up in MonoTown. So that's what I'm thinking. From Duo Town. That's a good one. That is very good. From Duo Town. So apparently a monotown is actually a real thing. Do we all know this? It's a term that is given to cities that are primarily in the Soviet Union, which are only focused on one specific industry. Who knew? It's also a somewhat successful rock band in Iceland. So I was thinking, could we somehow get the band MonoTown to contribute musically to the town of MonoTown? Hetero Town. What is hetero? What's that? Is that what? 7? Stereo Town. Some of these bricks. It's relatively stable, which is good. Do we need more color up at the top here, maybe? We just get that little splash. What's MonoTown's musical output? Lossless Town? I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm very excited about the Apple Lossless announcement today. I probably can't even tell the difference. Most people actually can't when they run. There's tests you can take online. Oh, I mean the band. Are they still going? I think so. I think they are. They look like a rock band. I haven't actually listened to their music, which probably is stupid, but well, maybe we could all listen to it on stream here. Get a DMCA strike. I haven't had one of those in a while. Yeah, I think they're still going. I think they're like kind of, you know, reasonably successful in Iceland, which I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're reasonably successful? Like, so for Sunday, we have got the radio reaction show. We've got a commercial talking about how great the MonoTown mainframe is. We've got some MonoTown Chronicles credits that we're gonna roll. I think it's gonna be a blast. Hard at work at our interdimensional portal. We also got a bunch of cranes and other emergency vehicles built, fire engines and stuff, helicopters. All right. Interdimensional portal. Looking reasonable. Might build up this one bit higher. So I think they just announced that in Scotland we'll be allowed to hug people like soon. You can just see now like dozens of people hugging each other randomly out in the streets. All right, Lorenz Factor, enjoy. We'll be here. Maybe not. That sounds great, Bear Jokes. Thanks for checking in. Save the bats. Also, save the pub. Hugs, yes. Hugs to everyone. Was in Portland over the weekend, Maine, I guess, and almost no one was wearing a mask. In Boston, most everyone was. Huh, that's interesting, Chad. Like, I wonder why. I guess Portland is probably way smaller, Maybe. I got a brother in Alabama, and he's like, nobody's wearing a mask. Here in the UK, or at least in Scotland, the rule has been you don't need to wear it out of doors, but you need to wear it if you're indoors. But I would say that that's gone over relatively smoothly. So hopefully this is looking just about pixelated enough. We're trying to get it to be just a little bit like some bumps here and there. Don't want it to be like completely smooth. The further south I drove, the fewer masks I saw. Yeah. Well, I saw some of the cruise lines were saying that they were going to pull out of Florida because Florida passed a state law that said you're not allowed to like take decisions or, you know, restrict behavior based on status of vaccines, which just seemed a bit mental. I love some of these purple colors. Really good. Yeah, not allowed to require proof of vax. Yeah. You feel, I don't know. Then you read about India and what's going on there, and it's just like kind of frustrating. So we can have guys kind of warping, big plasma burst there. Requiring a proof of vax is a violation of HIPAA, so it's a strange situation. Huh. I would have thought that. I think HIPAA only talks about the covered entity. I think you can individually provide whatever stuff you want about your history. My teeth started to hurt this weekend, Sato says, so I checked my agenda, and I wasn't surprised that I have a dentist appointment next week. That's hilarious. Right on schedule. It's funny the differences the dentist between the UK and the US. In the US, I went to a pretty nice dentist, and they had like TVs, and they would like do this thing where you would get lotion on your hands, and they'd put warming gloves on, all of this stuff. And it was just like, this is contributing to making everything expensive. Hey, DZ Studios, so many bots. Are we being bot attacked? Oh, the restream bot, yeah. We're trying to make sure that you get all the chat that's coming in from Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch as well. Hopefully it's not too distracting. As we build our amazing interdimensional portal. I'm really hoping Connor likes what I've done with this. So we'll send him a pic of this when we're done. Connor's our 11-year-old MonoTown contributor. Very creative guy. It was kind of fun because, you know, one of the things that he always struggles with is the same thing I struggled with when I was a kid, which is just you don't have enough bricks to build anything like huge. So that's when he sat down and just blasted out this portal. I think he did a really good job getting it going. Basically, I just shortened it slightly, made it a little bit more stable. He didn't have a lot of time because we were working on some other stuff. He was helping assemble minifigs as well, so we need a bunch of kind of zombie-like minifigs. On our Discord, you can see we were doing some test shots where we're putting in green screen stuff, and I thought it looked really good. Turned out really good. It wasn't that hard, so I'm encouraged for this project. DZ Studios, where are you hailing from in the world? Where in the world are you? You don't have to answer, of course. We just like it. Had a dude in from the Faroe Islands last weekend. That goes in the super cool category, I think. Whoop. I almost dropped my pieces. Just putting a little bit of color in here. Texture, some round pieces here. Just want it to look bright, pixelated, interdimensional. Maybe some of these green, this green bit there, that looks good. Some trans blue. Definitely want it to light up well. So let's see here. Let us see what it'll look like when we're a little bit down lower. Remember, we'll have a green screen behind here. So I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Might put a little bit more color underneath that bit right there. Get a few more 1-bys. I actually take one of these pink bits off. Alright, hang on folks, I'm gonna grab some more pieces. 2 seconds. Alright, here we go. Again, just a little bit more color. And reds and oranges, that'll be probably like plasma. But even some browns. Blue stuff. Purple, one of our faves. And I'm hoping I can just light these with some cool uplighting. Maybe even the smoke machine. Oh my gosh. See that thing coming back. As it slumbers underneath my desk right now. There we go. Bit of the old itchy eye. Brick Blaze. Hello, what is going on? Be lurking mostly. I'm at work. That's cool. Lurk away. Lurk away, my friend. We just got done with work. think I might add a little bit of this to the side. Nice little addition there. Gives a little bit more texture. Could always use a little bit more texture. Just trying to make it through the day. I hear ya. Had quite the day myself. What am I building? Great question. So I'm completing a build that one of our MonoTown contributors started. 11-year-old Connor comes over from time to time normally and helps me sort and helps me prepare and build on MonoTown. However, throughout most of 2020, like most of us, he could not come over. So anyway, last weekend, one of the first weekends in a long time, came over and we're working on the MonoTown Chronicles, which is our storyline that we advance usually on Sundays, and there's always YouTube videos if you want to catch up. But basically, the story is the Factor faction, a shadowy, mysterious group, is hacking the city's mainframe, which is a new computer system that has been built to centralize all core critical functions of the MonoTown infrastructure, including things like our stock market and train control, power, lights, and so forth. And so anyway, my idea was that we could have the lights and power go out in the city. We then have a ship crash into the skydock because they can't see, or maybe they lose power. Maybe there's an EMP, I'm not really sure. And Connor was like, yeah, that sounds okay. But I was also thinking that there could be an interdimensional portal that gets spawned, and out of space-time comes various villains and heroes. And I was like, okay, your idea is better. And he charitably said that we could still do my ship crashing idea. So anyway, this is the portal that he began. We didn't have enough time quite to finish it, and he was camping out over the last weekend, so he let me know that I could finish this build and get it ready for some filming action. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a green screen behind here. We've got a vortex that's all set up, and I'm pretty excited about this because it's a cool idea. And I think that the story that we're going to concoct is something along the lines of the true villains, not the Factor faction. The Factor faction are actually good guys trying to warn us, but the true villains, who we do not yet know who they are, have appropriated all of the power in the city to open this portal and to let in villains. But everything must remain in balance in space-time, and so not only do they let in villains, but they're also going to let in heroes. So that's the current storyline that we're working. And, you know, we always need contributors. So if you'd like to contribute, hop over into our Discord. We are always batting around ideas. Sometimes we need voice actors. Let's be honest, we always need voice actors. So anything that anyone can do to help, we would love to have you join. I was going to do a city with stories and different dimensions and stuff, but it's been on hold for a while due to time and money. I get it. I get it. These builds do take some time, but one of the best things about streaming is get to share this stuff with all of you. So and it's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of like video editing and kind of gotten reacquainted with sound editing and stuff. And so anyway, the idea here is that this portal will have these kind of splashes of color that just kind of look like plasma and stuff that's like spilling out. And I think I'm just kind of continuing on what Connor started, but I think it's looking really cool, and it'll look really cool with the background in. So the last couple of nights we were building the command center, which is the MonoTown mainframe control room, and that has also been in the works. So it's been a lot of stuff going on. Never a dull moment. Oh, thanks a lot. Like I said, it wasn't my idea, and I didn't even start the build, so I'm just I'm a custodian here, a caretaker. I think this is going to be like plasma and stuff in the front here. GooBoy62. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on into MonoTown. Where in the world are you from, GooBoy? Hopefully I'm saying that right. I read it quickly. Just to make sure I got all of that. I love that name, GooBoy. Handles are so funny. I think too, like probably getting to the end of this particular build. Stub, my first NMT deposit. All right. That is awesome. Am I saying your name right? Stubot? Stubot? Maybe it's Stubot. Thanks for your business. I got a couple bug fixes that I know I need to deal with the stock market, but hopefully it stays up for you to do some dodgy investing. That was a fun project. I need to make a video about that. Maybe I'll do that this weekend, but just talk about like the stuff I learned, and it was a lot of fun. Stubot, cool. All right. I want to get it right. You know, it's always a bit crap if, you know, the names aren't all together there. There we go. Kind of nice that I had this little drawer of these bright colored pieces. We actually did this sorting a little bit. I think it was on Saturday. I was doing just a test stream. Got a lot of new equipment in that we're testing. But I'm thinking that looks pretty good from a distance, so I'm just checking like what you all are seeing. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And I'm thinking, what are we going to work on next? I've got emergency vehicles that we've been working on. Got a couple different projects we could tackle. Let's see, what could we be working on next? We've got a crane that we might need for our ship crash. Let me just show that to you all. We have this creepy crawler crane, which is technically a Technic set, but my plan would be to get it to minifig scale and probably build like a little cab. And I think this would just look cool, like as a setup for the ship as it crashes off the skydock. So that could be a thing. It could also be a nice point of interest, just to like leave around the city. So that's an option. We built a couple of fire engines just to make sure we had enough crew on hand to deal with the onslaught. So I think I'm feeling pretty good about that. We could also just start on, we got a couple modular projects. Ninjago City Gardens is something I've been dying to start. Haven't really cracked that bad boy because I don't know why. We were working on the police station for a while because it needed that. So Ninjago City Gardens is an option. We've also got a second set of the haunted house, which I'd like to combine with the first haunted house. Not sure if we need that in the story necessarily, but that's an option. Alternatively, I could work on getting us ready for a city build. So over my shoulder, or there, you can see that I've got the roller coaster, and the plan is that I want to build a mountain over that. So that's a thing. Been saving my extra money in VIP points so I can get the Daily Bugle. Yeah, totally. That is a set that I intentionally don't really obsess about leaks or any rumors and things of that nature, but I was super pleased with this set for a couple of reasons. Endless minifigs. Well, this isn't the best article, is it? To show pictures. My plan there we go. My plan here, this is my plan, is to get 2 but possibly 3 of these bad boys and then put them together, because it looks like a great building. And we can make it mega tall and make it even taller than our 3-up LEGO police station. So I'm thinking that could be a really good option. So what do we think, chat? We've got a couple of options. We could do Ninjago City Gardens. That would be a mega project. Haunted house mock, like, conglomeration. We could also do I've got another set of the book shop, the modular from last year, and I could slap a couple more floors on that. That might look good. So just so many options here. Or we could do this crane. You know what? I think I'm going to vote for the crane, if that's okay, because I think we can get that nailed tonight, or make a good start on it. We'll have it ready for filming on the weekend if we need to, and I think that'll be a nice set to blast through. And then we can do Ninjago City Gardens next week, maybe. Or we'll vote on it in Discord. So here we are. Let's let's look at this. Stubot, my vote is the crane. Cool. So I'm not gonna necessarily be successful in scaling it down, but I'm gonna try to get it to minifig scale. So we'll see if that works out. Okay, let's see if this is working. It's weird. No, that's working. So this is the final bit, and we've got nice little color underneath there, color all down here, plasma spilling out. I think that really captures Connor's original idea. He did a lot of this detail on the top. He started with here with these plates, and then I just added the bricks. So I think that looks really good. Got a little bit of side detail here. All right, we're getting votes for the crane. Cool. We are all mind melded. So I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. This will be good. We'll post some pictures in the Discord, and then it's not a great angle, is it? And then we'll start work on the crane. If you guys can just give me like 2 or 3 minutes, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back with some sweet crane action. All right, here we go. Crane action. The 42097 crane. Let's get these instructions up. Compact crawler crane. Why did I think it was the creepy crawler crane? All right, here we go. Get those instructions up. That is all good. And here we go. So Goo Boy and Stubot, how are your days going? Oh, mic punch. Some stickers here. The land of the unnumbered bag. So that'd be good. Where in the world are you, Goo Boy? How did you find us? Oh, Canada, cool. Well, welcome on in. We are broadcasting from Edinburgh, Scotland. So it's just coming up on midnight, about 20 till here. We normally stream for a couple hours Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. And then Sunday's the big, not big, but it's the narrative night. Narrative night. Technic isn't Lego. Sato. Sounds like you're stirring the pot. Sato, you're a huge Technic fan. Oh, endless plastic noise. Sorry about that. You're a massive Technic fan. Probably our most talented Technic builder in here. Just guessing, but I'm fairly confident about that. We're gonna need cranes to rescue our ship that will be in distress due to power outages and interdimensional warfare. Where are those little pins? Up there. Not there. Have all the Technic flagship sets since 2005. Wow. What's your favorite one? You've never designed a Technic alternate build. I think that would probably be more challenging than normal, right? I mean, very specialized pieces, not as many pieces for filler, I would think. Okay, I'm still not finding the piece that I need. This is starting off really well. Love these pneumatic things. That's a technical term. I'm literally just looking for one small gray pin. Got a question for you LEGO geniuses. Picked up a second half of a used lot yesterday and I found Technic modem type pieces that have old RJ12 phone jacks. What are they from, used for, or called? They could be old LEGO Mindstorms. Ah, there, I found that piece. Probably Gen 1 Mindstorms, I think. Yeah, I agree with Sato. I think it's old LEGO Mindstorms. Lone Gopher, you're probably single-handedly causing all prices for all LEGO to rise in Hawaii. Like market distortion. It's happening. It's your fault. Wow, we just keep having to open more bags. Get more pieces out on the table here. Alright, is that already a sticker number 11? Yes. People can't wait to get rid of it. Hilarious. So yeah, Sato, what's your favorite flagship Mindstorm set? I'm curious. And why? What is it and why? Literally have turned away 50% B and IB retired sets because no room. Only picked up this used lot because the lady sold me one in January for $20 and asked if I wanted the rest one. She found her son's room for 25. Now we're talking. That's some serious dedication to the craft. This is always going to happen with you, though, Lone Gopher. You and your magic collection streak and tendencies. You couldn't just be satisfied. Neither can I, actually. That's why I've got a pallet of Lego that is still unsorted in a warehouse that I'm going to try to grab on Friday. Or at least get a bunch of it. Tricky question because building techniques changed over the years. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's interesting. Is there any general theme of how the building techniques changed? Sorted out. Turned out to have an Avengers compound battle from Endgame with Figs, Pose X-Wing, A-Wing, V-Type. Wow. From recent sets, definitely last year's Volvos. That was the truck, right? Yeah, Lone Gopher, I've heard a number of people say that the sorting is like really therapeutic for them. I actually probably have come around a little bit now that I've got a sorting system mostly in place, and yeah, it's better for me now. I'll turn on a podcast or, audiobook or something. I enjoy it a lot more now. But when you don't have a system, it's just brutal. Bunch of these. Where did those pieces go? What I really don't want to do right now is open yet another bag, but it's looking like I might need to do that. To get the sorting machine thing going, I haven't made a whole lot of progress on that lone gopher. I don't know. It's just like other priorities. I wanted to keep the story going. So that required some work, but I need to get back to it. Enjoy lunch. So I've just opened another bag. Looks like it's no help so far. We're looking for one of these long Technic pieces with the end. It's a technical term. I'm actually sure what they're called. Ah, here it is. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. One, yeah, 11. Okay. Happy Train, hello. How's it going? Welcome on in. What are you up to this glorious evening? At least it's evening where I am at. No, they're not numbered, Sato. They're not numbered. Trust me, I looked. There's no numbers, even on the big guys. There's QR codes, but there's no numbers. I would not have opened all these. I'm doing good. I'm actually messing with my Lego area right now to make it better. Sweet, Happy Train. That sounds like a good plan. What is involved in the Lego area? It is kind of annoying, Sato. There's a lot of pieces. I wonder if they just do that to make it harder for us adults. Found the piece right away this time. Baller. Baller. Speaking of baller, you all have to watch the Netflix show Last Chance U. It's so good. Even if you don't like sports, you will enjoy this show. I promise. Just trying to force good sorting ethics on dump and build people. Well, you failed this time, Sato. Better luck next time. My girlfriend and I turned our living room into a craft Lego room, so I've been organizing my bricks by type, setting my tables up, moving my PC and cams over here, and reorganizing my D&D shelf. That sounds awesome, Happy Train. That is sweet. I bet that is just like awesome. Like loads of space. It's probably like close to your kitchen. If you're like us over here in Scotland, you haven't had people in your house for a year anyway. Let's zoom in a little bit here. It's over here. Don't care how people build their Lego as long as they keep buying. Yeah, fair enough. I would say in general, maybe I'm a bit of a messy builder, but yeah, I usually keep the numbered bags going. Got a mini fridge for soda and water set up now too. Sweet. That sounds great. It's like college life or something. Oh man, it reminds me of like the worst stream build I ever had, which was I was doing this alternate build of the Disney Castle. Gosh, that is like one of the biggest sets that LEGO's ever done, and you know, because it's an alternate build, I just basically had to dump all the pieces out, and it was terrible. Uncle used to say, dump all the new sets together and find them as you go. Oof. So this wheel mechanism here. Move up a little bit. I don't know why, but when you said fat fingers on a small phone, it reminded me of Tommy Boy. So when he puts on the coat and he's like, fat guy, little coat. Nope. Yep, that way. All right. Cool gear stuff coming up, Sato. Really, really cool gear stuff. Another bag must be opened. I'm just gonna dump it right here in the middle. Alright, now we need some weird piece. It's black. Here we are. My glass is empty and something else is full. BRB. We're picking up what you were laying down, Sato. Nope, smaller. And our last bag, second to last bag. Here we go. It's going good. Alright, now this goes, I guess, in here, and then we push through, but not that much. I don't know what these things are called, like spacers or something. Bigger wheel, bigger wheel. Bigger tan wheel. No. Gosh. Alright, tan wheel, where are you? Where or how do you generate the numbers for the stocks of MonoTown? Great question, Happy Train. So what I've done is I have created a bunch of fake MonoTown companies. If you look at the commands list, you'll see there's like a lookup, and it'll actually return information about each company. But then I've also chosen a few companies that are real, and those stock prices come from the real market, actually. So the market's not open right now, but if it were, those stocks would be moving. So you can see like Netflix and NWG, GRG, those have a gray square next to them, which means that the market is closed, and those are not moving quotes. But for the ones that are MonoTown exchange stocks, oh, finally found it. Those respond to actual viewer buying and selling. So, you know, market sentiment. So if a bunch of people start buying, kind of like in the real world, the price will go up. If a bunch of people start selling, the price will go down. It's not like the most intelligent thing, but I tried to work on the algorithm just to make it, you know, make sense. Here's the other one. And so yeah, like if we, as we kind of work on the lore of MonoTown, I want it to add more companies. You know, let's get creative. Let's do it. So a lot of these companies are like, you know, stocks that I like or products I own, like, you know, Sonos and stuff. Kind of see how that's moving now. This whole thing is like linked. When I rotate that, it rotates this. How does a man start a train transport biz in MonoTown? Well, I gotta tell you, hop into our Discord and come up with a storyline, and we will work on it together. I'm trying to just build a shared narrative in a crazy world of MonoTown. So there's some lore. If you go to the compendium, which is on MonoTownTV, you will see that there is a decent amount of lore getting written up there. And we can always contribute more, that's for sure. Alright, number 15. Very tiny little triangles. A weird sticker, actually. Kind of an odd place to put a sticker. We don't question. Sweet, I'll read it all before I throw out some lore ideas. Yeah, cool. I mean, give us feedback too, like what's stupid, what makes sense. right now we've got a series going. We call the narrative stuff the MonoTown Chronicles. And we've got a series going. I'm not sure if you've seen the channel before, but we've got a villain attacking. And we've got some video recaps up on YouTube about that. And Sunday nights are when we normally kind of advance that story. So we're planning and working on stuff right now that is part of the Sunday night extravaganza. I was in a raid once, so I'm rather new. Oh, cool. Well, welcome on in. I'm not actually sure what I'm doing here. So we have that, and then we have, oh, I see what I did. I completely screwed that up. So this should go here. That's hard to see in these instructions. I still sit and play with my Lego like I'm 10, so I'm down for anything. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, man, or person, woman, non-binary, whatever you prefer. Here's the thing, dude, in a non-gendered way, we need voice talent. So it doesn't matter how bad you are, but like we need different accents. We got a lot of characters, we got a voice. And that's one of the more difficult things for us to do. So we're always on the hunt for female voices. We're always on the hunt for accents that are strange and wonderful. Regular DM for D&D. Oh, cool. Yeah, then you know what we're talking about. So yeah, this is just like D&D, but without the dice. But I've also wanted to play or host some D&D sessions that are within MonoTown, like as a board. I think that'd be just super fun. So that could be good collab, maybe. I can roll with that. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Yeah, so I would love, like, maybe what we could do is, so these attacks are happening, and then basically the story goes, the attacks happen, villains come in through the interdimensional portal that we just built earlier on in the stream, and then maybe it's like, okay, now the battle is starting, and that's when we do D&D, and we can have viewers maybe controlling, or maybe they call in via Zoom or something like that, and we could run a session. That'd be super cool. There's a viewer from a while back, one of my first viewers ever, and I don't actually know what happened to him, so hope everything's okay, but he used to host sessions of Brick Wars, which is basically Lego D&D, and it was super cool. I just don't know where he's run off to. But I was all set up to do a D&D group. Very, very excited about this right before COVID hit. So that was kind of a disappointment of 2020, but you know, We will live. All right. So I've also got some minifigs that came in the mail about a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago from the US. Thankfully got through customs okay. That are real LEGO minifigs, but they've got a few custom molded parts. They look like a SWAT team, and I've also got some special forces. Had the idea of working on a YouTube channel that's based more so in LEGO, but in combination with love of D&D. I'm just kind of scared to put stuff out there. Yeah, man, I get it. It's normal, but you just gotta do it. We've done some crazy stuff on this channel, mainly as collaborations with you viewers, and it's always just been like super fun. It's turned out to be better than we expected. It's gotten out of control, which is in a good way. So yeah, just go for it. I think that's right. We did a beer train. We did real live concerts from within the LEGO City of MonoTown with a live DJ. That was great. So the hammer, great to see you. Well, you know about one collab that's gotten out of control, or is getting out of control. The Lawrence Factor and the Factor Faction. It's one of our faves. Another big fave was the collab with Bear Jokes DJs, where we staged 4 concerts at 3 different venues during lockdown, the only concerts that were going. Hammer, I'll have you know that you will be featured this Sunday on the MonoTown Chronicles. We thank you for your support and your hilarious voicing. There's like a skateboarder outside, skateboarding at midnight. But he's popular right now. Luckily, my flat, all the bedrooms are on the other side, so you can't hear anything. Yeah, so on the YouTube channel, there's recaps of the concerts, and there's also a behind the scenes video of how we put all that stuff together. It was really technically involved. But it worked out, so I was pleased. It was all said and done. Yeah, we did 2 summer concerts on the MonoTown main stage, and then we did a Halloween concert, which I was super happy with the build for the Halloween concert. And then we did a winter New Year's Eve. We did a New Year's Eve concert, and that had like a winter kind of Christmas theme. I was happy with that build too, but the Halloween build I was just like super happy with. And it's gonna be like part of oh, cool. Did you just stumble on the YouTube the hammer, or gotta cook dinner with my lovely lady? I'll be lurking on the Discord now. Oh, sweet. Well, thanks so much for joining up. Happy train, and enjoy dinner. We're probably getting to the point where it might be good to call it night. Here, I'm having a blast though on this Technic set. Oh, cool. Thanks, Hammer. Well, your voice will be on there shortly. Alright, I think I'll go push this down. I'm not sure if that's the right length, actually. That should be okay. Myself here. No, I'm right. Why did I doubt? Yeah, it's getting a little late. The thing is, I'm like massively tired, but also I know that it's not the best way to prepare for sleep by getting amped up, talking to folks on the internet while streaming with super bright lights. Oh wait, I did that completely wrong. Oh, I did. Did I? No, it's fine. Wait a second. Oh man, I've been dying to see the PC build, Hammer. I haven't had a chance to watch the VODs, but I was really excited to see that came in. So I'm definitely gonna watch that. Did it turn out as good as it looked? Turn this, but it's not the right way. Something is wrong. Oh, I put this in upside down. Gosh, okay. Yeah, I was definitely busy, Hammer. I think I was getting hammered was the technical term of that. Okay, how do I get this undone? Wow, that's a long session. 6 hours. Did he finish it at least? Okay. We're back here, and we're doing it this way, the correct way. Little backtrack there, folks. Okay. It's such a sweet design. Like, I mean, so the very first Factor Faction raid, I was like, oh, what is this? And then I saw the project and was just like, oh, this is so sweet. It didn't seem like it took that long to... Yeah, music is a bit louder. Yeah, I'm liking the metal. There we go. Okay, that's now finally rotating correctly. Alright. Now we put... What time zone are you in, Hammer? Out of curiosity. I mean, you don't have to share if you don't want to, but I just... It's a dark gray wheel. Oh, you found them because of that project. Yeah, that project was like just super awesome. I was like blown away when I saw it. Been working on my own PC case design for a while, so I had a good deal of info on hand. Oh, cool. Brickblaze, gotta go. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate the support and the chat and all of that. Oh, upstate New York. Okay. Gotcha. So not West Coast. Well, hopefully see you around, Brickblaze. Don't be a stranger and all that. All right, I'm gonna try to. This goes like that, I guess. That was super satisfying. Yeah, the YouTube streaming thing is new, Hammer. I'm just trying it out. That's why I can't make Lawrence Factor's later streams. Yeah, I know. I'm always like there, like barely hanging on. It's like Saturday at midnight for me. There's just a lot of really good West Coast streamers that I like, but it's not happening over here. And I think to a degree that's kind of a thing with like European streamers. You know, like I don't think there's as many. I think the audience is just smaller and then you've got like kind of regional language streamers. So you have German streamers and Spanish and all that. So it kind of just further segments the market a little bit. All right, so now we're doing the mirror of this. Notice you had another one a day ago. A notification popped up on my phone. Yeah, so I'm just dual streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm kind of trying to test it out because like I just don't know. There's a lot more LEGO folks on YouTube, and I really like the Twitch platform. But you know, we'll just give it a try, see how it goes. So little English-speaking European LEGO streamers on Twitch. Yeah, it seems like I was really surprised by that actually, because I just would have thought, you know, if you're a streamer in Europe, you'd want to default to English. But then again, you know, some of those German streamers and Spanish streamers are pulling in huge audiences. Wait, did I start the thing and not continue it? Yeah, I did. I did exactly that. Oh, redo that. Been pushing Lawrence Factor to give me all his VODs to upload to the YouTube channel. Yeah, totally. So right now I'm not uploading VODs. Well, that's not true anymore because now we're doing the dual stream, but I wasn't uploading VODs onto YouTube. And so I don't really know if that's going to help or hurt things. I found that for me anyway, the fact that I can't upload a video every week definitely kills me on YouTube. The algorithm just really does not like when you're not uploading at least a video a week. There was like a brief period in January where the channel just started to take off. Like I was getting like hundreds and hundreds of new views a day and like a couple dozen subscribers, and then it was like it just died. And it was really weird. I agree, Sato. I would never look for streamers on YouTube. The only reason I kind of started looking at it all was because, you know, Dr. Disrespect is kind of one of my favorite. I don't actually watch him a whole lot, but I like the production value of his stream, and, you know, I'd say some of the aesthetic, the cyberpunk stuff, and whatever you know, it's very similar. Sometimes the non-English streamers are nice to drop in on because it tends to be a little less distracting. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like it really was interesting though for that like 3 or 4 days or week when it started heating up. It was like, wow. And then just as quickly as it started, it's gone. But I just don't have the, you know, it's physically just difficult to put out tons of, you know, Lego builds because it takes some time. You can't just sit at your desk and crank out a Lego video. So one of the things, and also one of the things is like, I'm not really into like reviewing sets or whatever. I kind of want to make original stuff. So we'll just keep doing our thing, and you know, who knows? Maybe this whole VOD thing could help that problem. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. It's just fun when you see people like commenting on the videos and stuff. Yeah, Lawrence Factor should totally. In fact, I think I told him that myself. Hammer. So that's 2 of us. Yeah, I've thought about that. Hammer. I think that's probably a good idea. Or you could have, you could have all 3 streams, and I think the setup could be what we were building and then how it impacts. And then the MonoTown Chronicles, I'm gonna try to like have a recap of every one of those so that you can watch it on YouTube. And I think, you know, part of it's just like to have a record of everything that happens. So but I think you're right. Time lapse plus recap. And then I think it's just like, you know, oh wait. Oh no. Do you know what I did here? Look what I did. Do we see what's wrong there? Oops. Yeah, automated. I mean, it's not that much work, I would say. It's more like, I think the problem is more just, gosh, as I like totally decompose this thing. This is what happens when I get excited talking with everybody. I did another one. Gosh. I have to surrender my Lego card here. Backwards. Completely. As I fight with this. I think it's kind of like just with everything, you just need a process to make sure that you get the videos cranked out. And my editing speed is like massively improved, so that's good. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I did? All right, one last time. Man. Okay, now we're doing it that way. Wait. It's going that way. But that is not in the right spot. Should be there. Oh my goodness. All right. You don't have to surrender your LEGO card. It's not easy to be focused on what you're doing and talking. I'm hyper impressed by how the streamers can do that. I have a tough time holding a conversation while playing a co-op game. Tough to see what looks like the large ear goes towards the middle. Yeah, so gosh. There's a problemo. And it looks like this should be about there instead. But actually, might even need to be farther. Like, why? How is this like that off? So we're winding. Yeah, I just put it in the wrong spot entirely. Wait, I put it on the wrong end entirely. Oof. This is an epic fail. So I have put, so now we've got it oriented basically the exact way the instructions. So you can see basically this bit right here is wrong with this gear because this decal needs to be on the opposite side. Oh my gosh. And then it will work. So I think I know how to fix this. As we start forcing everything into chaos. I have a vague memory of doing this with the Porsche. Like just totally screwing it. I'm having to like backtrack massively. But this is not the worst thing that could ever happen. But man, that I must have been, 15 steps off the mark here. Oh gosh. Okay. So then this goes here. No, don't fall out. This would make a good recap stream hammer. I'm off on one there too. My goodness. If I may ask, what time do you get up or start work? So I start work normally at 10, because we got a bunch of U.S. business and team. So this isn't, terrible. And also, I often will take a nap kind of in the afternoons, like 30 minutes. I highly recommend that, by the way. Just a great way to like reset, get some energy. Okay. My word, was that painful. And then this one is off as well. Hilarious. This is a disaster. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the need for some sleep right now. Oh, thank goodness for this being flexible. Gosh. Lego is so great because it's like so rigid and yet it's also super flexible. Okay, here we are all the way back and we are going to try this again. Boom. I feel like I need sound effects to like cheers and tears. Hooray, that worked. Naps are great, but usually don't have the chance. I'm a 7:30 to 6 p.m. work day. Most recently, I burned through it. Sleep from 9 to 5. Oh, there you go. Sato, good night. Thanks so much for showing up. We will see you soon. It's bedtime for me as well. There we go. Oh my gosh. That was a thing. I cannot believe how bad I screwed that up. Amazing. Gosh. Oh. Well, chat, folks, it has been amazing. It's been real. We've had an interdimensional portal build started by one of our amazing MonoTown contributors get finished, which means we're all ready to go on that. We have an epic MonoTown Chronicles coming up on Sunday that we would love for everyone to join and check out. We are building a Technic crane, trying to build a Technic crane. We are getting there on a Technic crane. And it is time for us to go to sleep. We really appreciate the support. Thanks for new followers, new subscribers. Bricks with Chad, awesome. And check us out on Discord. Pop in, say hi, learn about the lore, give us some collab ideas, and we will see you all around. Thanks so much, everyone. We are taking off. Good night. You're the best.